Hey, good evening. I am live, and my goodness, guys, I'm trying to keep up with this. You're encouraged to do videos every day and keep people informed and up to date. And hopefully, my husband is coming online. But something that occurred to me today that I was thinking about was this thing. I don't need a realtor, or how do I decide on a realtor? And I would say more often than not, you can kind of trust your gut. But I would say the most important job of a realtor is to properly inform you, okay, of the market, of your options, meaning the locations, the price points, and have you drive around. Don't cut corners to think, oh, well, I can sell them something easy over here and not even tell them about over there, because it's easier to work over here than it is over there. And I've been in real estate since 2001. And after moving here to Corpus Christi in 2009, I talked to people when I got my license here in 2012, when we realized we were staying. And had several people tell me that, well, I didn't know about that part of town, and I didn't know, nobody ever told me about that, and I didn't really realize this about this house, and I didn't really think about it. And, a realtor, we're not supposed to, number one, we're not supposed to tell you what to do. We're not supposed to say, oh, well, I don't like it. We're not supposed to influence you per se. But if we're the doctor in the situation and we're aware of all the, a lot more than you are, because you're not trained, right? So when I drive people around, I go, hey, connection is unstable. Okay. It said my connection was unstable. So when I meet people, I say, look, I need to give you a grand tour. I need to show you every part of town that has your criteria and let you drive through it and take a look for yourself and decide, well, what does it feel like coming home? What does it look like coming home? Are the streets piled with cars? Are the yards not taken care of? Is it just not nice coming in there? Are there no trees? Are there no sidewalks? Is it sloppy? I mean, I don't know. I don't know what people are gonna like. But my job is to say, okay, you're comfortable spending this much, and these are your options, right? And one of the key things, guys, if you're gonna buy a home, know the school districts, do your own homework. But yet, even with that, I've had people have their kids in schools that I'm a little nervous of putting my kids in school, and their kids got scholarships and been great. So I think the schools certainly are an issue, especially when it comes to resale or whatever. But if you have kids, it's going to come down to how involved are you with your children, and that's going to determine whether they do well or get a scholarship or whatever. When you have a realtor, or do they just always try to go, oh, close, whatever, I don't care, what do you think? I don't know, what do you think? Well, there's some obvious stuff that we're used to. There are certain things in our markets, and I'll show them information like where I grew up in California, all the primary bedrooms are upstairs, and primary bedroom is formerly known as master bedroom. Okay, the primary bedrooms were all upstairs. Okay, all the houses I knew, and they were very expensive homes. But in my market here in Corpus Christi and in the Houston areas that I've worked in, unless you're downtown where you have like the split level 2-3 story homes, like more townhomey or, inner city, artsy fartsy properties, the older homes that are many levels, more often than not, you're going to have a hard time selling homes in the more suburbans with the primary bedroom upstairs. People now want the bedroom downstairs. So having an experienced realtor that really cares about your best interests, to the point that they tend to talk you out of things before they talk you into it, and they make you really evaluate the decision that you're going to make, and evaluate all the criteria before you make a decision, then that's good. if they don't care and they don't give you information, they don't give you history, they don't give you comps, they don't tell you, you know, about the market, then you don't need them, right? If I go to a doctor and go, well, I don't feel well. Okay, you don't feel well? Okay, that's okay. I guess I could give you some Tylenol. And I'm like, yeah, I don't just need Tylenol. I need someone to tell me what I really need and help me understand what's going on. Oh, well, you know, how do you feel? You know, and they don't do anything. No, we need to know what's going on. We need to be specialists, and we need to help you make a decision. So yeah, I'm not for everybody. I tell people I tend to be a little hyper. I know I'm calm when I'm on these videos because most likely I'm so tired at this end of the day. But and people say, well, you're just really hyper, or you have a lot of energy, you're overwhelming. And I'm like, oh, do you want a wet rag? You know, do you want someone to just be like, ooh, whatever, you know, or do you want someone who's going to hustle for you, someone who knows, someone who's passionate, full of life? I mean, our slogan, my husband and I talked about our slogan, and it's like excellence, passion, experience, right? What defines us? Raising the bar of real estate, obsessed with excellence, right? These are some of the things. Your on-call realtor, get what you pay for, because those are things that define us, really. And sometimes I tease people, it's like kind of like dating. If you don't really trust that person, even if they're a great person, you should just break up and maintain the relationship. So I tell people, look, I'm going to take care of you. And if I'm not the one for you, just break up with me, be respectful, let me know so I don't wonder what's going on. And I'll bless you, go on. And you can always know you can come back. Okay, so that's it. Interview your realtor, figure out how much they know, get a feel for their character, get a feel for their reputation. You know, I think it's important, you know, you're not going to know if the realtor has a good reputation with other realtors, but that's something to understand. Ask them, like, how many realtors do you know? How often do you have good relationships with other realtors? I know I have a very small community of realtors here in Corpus Christi, Texas, and the reputations get out. So those of us that are experienced and honest and forthright and get our deals done, I think I've only had 2 deals not close. One was, unfortunately, a friend of mine had lost their job like 2 weeks before closing. That's nobody's fault. And there was something else happened. But I think I only had 1 or 2 back out in 10, 11 years. So anyway, I got you if you come here. My husband's got you if you go to Houston and Orlando and Jaci-O. And just feel free to reach out to us, send us a message, an email, and we'll take care of you. Okay.